More confidence in him than anybody. You know, I'd rather have him be my quarterback than anybody.
3 straight wins now, all pretty lopsided. Is this as good as you felt as a Razorback in a couple years?
It is as good as I felt, but we're not near the peak.
What do you got to do to get to that peak?
Keep grinding, keep working, getting better each and every day. 1-0 every day.
You know, it's hard to believe it's already been a month, but today, all those completions, or actually the incompletions, there were no drops. Everything was kind of perfect for the receivers tonight. Can you sum up the whole receiving game as how well y'all played?
You know, we just, like I said, we continue to work hard. You know, we never let nothing get us down. We drop a ball, hey, it's a game. I mean, it happens in the NFL, it happens in college. You know, you got to keep your head up, got to keep moving and go make the next play. You got to want the ball the next play. You got to tell coach, give me the ball, you know, let me redeem myself, you know. So, I mean, I feel like that's where our receivers are at right now. We're very confident and just going out there and doing what we do.
That score y'all had right before the half, he hit you with a big out to midfield or so, kind of really got things started. Can you talk about that drive that kind of got you back up 21?
You know, we were pretty upset. We didn't get in the end zone when we're down there on the goal line. You know, that's not like us, and I'm pretty sure Coach B won't let it happen again. You know, we just came out, knew we had to score, and we went out there. We knew it was like 3 minutes or something left on the clock. We were about to go on a 2-minute offense, and we just went out there and executed our offense.
And then they score their second touchdown. You guys come out with the hammer. Were you licking your chops, knowing that you're running, I guess, the post, I guess? Right?
Yes, sir. You know, Coach called the play. We knew if we got a certain coverage, I knew if we got a certain coverage, I was going to get the ball, and we got that coverage. And, I mean, BA just put it out there for me. I went to go get it for him.
It didn't look like there was coverage. You're 20 yards past anybody.
Well, I mean, I can't speak on that part.
You guys had more passing yards tonight than rushing yards by company. What do you think of the passing game overall?
I felt like the passing game was pretty good, you know. We just continue to work so hard, you know. I mean, we get a lot of criticism, but, you know, we don't let that stop us. We continue to work hard, continue to get better each and every day. I mean, we just go out there and try to make plays for our team.
What do you think about Brandon's game tonight?
Brandon played great. I love Brandon. Let y'all know that I love Brandon. Brandon Allen, I love you, boy.
He had a 100-yard receiving game.
I don't really too much know about it. We just go out. What's it like for you? I mean, I just don't really, because you might panic and push the ball out of bounds.
You guys obviously didn't have a hard time forgetting about Texas Tech and refocusing for this week.
I mean, that's what we focus on every week. Just putting that game behind us on Sunday and going out and have better week of preparation going into the next week.
So it won't be a problem this week either.
I mean, it's at the same time we have to turn it up another notch, turn our intensity up as a defense, as an offense, and as a special team unit. And also, we just have to go out and just focus on what we have to do fundamentally, because communication on the defensive side helps us out really a lot.
They came in rushing about 330 a game. You guys probably reduced it by about 2/3. They didn't get much on the ground.
I mean, as you know, they're a good rushing team, but at the same time, we play day to day looking for run. So, I mean, we was focused on the run the whole time, but at the same time, they have a great offense where they can maneuver a lot.
I guess it's the third time to ask you, but can you describe your first touchdown?
I mean, that's my first touchdown in my college career. I mean, when I first seen the ball on the ground, I was thinking scoop and score from day one. And then, as you know, we go through practice with ball disruption, as Coach Smith preached to us every day. So I was thinking, get my knuckles on the ground, get the ball, and don't hurry, don't panic, and just get in the end zone.
Coach, first time you talking about he's glad you didn't do the Alabama shuffle after that. What is the Alabama shuffle?
I don't know what Coach B talking about, but I appreciate him giving me a dance move that I never heard of. But at the same time, I knew I had to be mature about the way I got in the end zone, and I was just thinking the whole time, get the ball back to the referee and come back and do it the next play.
Have you scored a touchdown in high school or junior high?
Well, I remember the time when we ran a fake field goal and I caught a 2-point conversion.
Darius, talk about next week and playing in Jerry's house down in Dallas and playing against Texas A&M, hopping back into SEC play. another top 10 opponent.
I mean, it's an honor to go down there in Dallas and play in the Cowboy Stadium, but at the same time, we got to go correct our mistakes from this week, and then we focus on Texas A&M Sunday. And that's all we do on Sunday. We correct what we made on Saturday, and then we come back out and do the same thing what we do every week, is prepare for the next team and have a mental focus on what we have to do the next week.
Hey, I know you've probably already been asked about your touchdown, but what is that like?
I mean, that's the biggest thing for us, is being able to count on each other and be able to make calls without knowing that, you know, the guy's going to do what he needs to do.
Thanks, Greg.
Sorry to get in here at the last second. A little tougher than last week, I guess, up front. They seem to be bringing the kitchen sink a few times with a lot of linebacker blitz, I guess, up front.
Yeah.
But, I mean, did y'all have a hard time adjusting to this one?
You know, they're very physical up front. They have a good, very well coached team. You know, they're very strong, big guys. You know, they came out here and played well, and obviously we're able to kind of do a couple things with it, and they played a good game.
Yeah, you get on the field. The first time you get on the field, I guess you're already ahead, and then I mean, the offense doesn't score until it's already 14-0. What was that feeling like?
You know, that makes our job easy. You know, it's awesome to go out there and see Corliss make those plays, and those things are just absolutely incredible. And our defense really showed up and did well. Our special teams did a huge part in today's game, and it just made our job easy.
After they cut it to 38-14, were you guys kind of licking your chops that you knew you were going to go hit them deep, because they've been really hitting the gaps on first down?
For sure. You know, we were ready to come out there and respond. You know, they kind of thrown a couple punches, and we were out there to kind of settle them down a little bit. I think we did that.
And you also responded on the 2-minute drill after they scored their first touchdown. Talk about that drive as you could.
That was huge. You know, that was very exciting for us to come out there and throw it around a little bit. You know, we had Brandon go out there and execute the offense perfectly, and he did a very incredible job, and it's very exciting for us to have that opportunity.
You guys didn't have the big plays like you had last week, so obviously you wore them down late in the second half.
You know, we did. We came out there, we played our game, our style of football, and obviously it paid off. And they're a very good football team. They came in and they fought for 4 quarters.
What do you think about you guys having more passing yards and rushing yards?
It was a little different statistic to kind of look at. We'll watch the film tomorrow and kind of break it down a little more, but that's exciting. You know, it's great. You know, we like to do both, and it's good for us to have this opportunity to kind of showcase our passing game a little bit.
Does it upset you a little bit?
A little bit. There's a little pride down there that kind of cringes, but I mean, it's good for Brandon. You know, I'm happy for him, and obviously it's a huge team effort.
How did you think Brandon played? Because, you know,
a few ball games, you get what you want. Well, can't say enough about our guys' preparation last week. I thought it was awesome to see our guys tackle Sunday. We kind of move on from that last performance and jump into our preparation against Northern Illinois. I thought they did that on Sunday. I have a lot of guys that are committing themselves to Monday when we're off. I have a lot of guys what we call overtime. They come over and get a lot of prep work on our next opponent, and one of our goals was to win this game during the course of the week. It's something that we just kind of believe in, and our guys really practice efficiently Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and I thought today came out and hit on all cylinders. Got out of it injury-wise. I wasn't trying to hold anything out. Demetrius Wilson tweaked his ankle, if you guys remember, in the end of the game last week. He wasn't out there, and he tried to go Tuesday, tried to go Wednesday, and I could just see that it wasn't going to be there. And I thought for him to have a great performance this week against A&M, we needed to pull him out, kind of go with Cody Hollister and let him and Kendrick Edwards know they were going to play and play a lot. We were going to have the next man stand up. And Demetrius came up to me today. We didn't travel him to the hotel. He's just been getting treatment after treatment, so he should be full go next week. And other than that, everybody that finished the game or started the game today was with us at the end and shouldn't have any issues there. I know Brooks Ellis got hit. Spade hit him. He's a very dangerous player, even to our own. But he didn't get back, but we should have him full go for the rest of this week. He just didn't feel good putting him back in. But there's a great example. You know, today before we started, of course I knew it, but I didn't tell it there. But Cody Hollister gets his first start. Randy Ramsey gets his first start. A junior college player that obviously, and Cody Hollister that's come in and done everything we've asked him to do. Had huge catches today. A really good example of what I think recruiting can do in player development. I don't want to make a living off of junior college players, but when we take a junior college player, they're going to be the right fit. We're going to bring them in, and they're going to be the great fit to our program that we need at specific positions. He was a full qualifier out of high school. Just a great example of another kid coming in our program giving us great depth. And then Randy Ramsey, actually the last 2 weeks, has had an injury that prevented him from playing, and just think he's going to be a very, very good football player. He was a little bit banged up again today. That's why we didn't put him back out there after the second half. But a guy that brings a little something on the football field. Tevin Mitchell continues to grow. But offensively, how about that passing game? You guys are doubters. I actually wanted to throw the ball more than we did. We did by 3 yards, so that's a great accomplishment. Great coaching. I think our guys really this week knew that we were going to open it up a little bit in the passing game and formulate a plan out there. And that end of the drive at the second half and 2-minute offense was awesome confidence builder for our guys. So really excited about that. Thought a lot of other guys played extremely well around them, but give credit to Northern Illinois. Those guys had won 17 straight road games. I have a lot of respect for Rod and his staff. Know a lot of guys on that sideline, and the AD and I together, Sean Fraser, I think that's a team that can go on and do some really good things in their conference.
Coach, can you talk about starting the game? You're up 14-0, your offense hadn't even scored.
Yeah. Well, I give Coach Segrist a lot of credit. He'd been talking all week from the first time we met on kickoff return on Sunday or Monday. He talked about being able to hit that play, and he saw it. Had a great scheme, a great execution, and obviously Corliss hit it full throttle. But those guys really did a nice job of getting a hat on a hat. I was kind of surprised they kicked into the wind. We were gonna, coaches get a little. If they were kicking with the wind, we didn't want to show it because we thought it'd be a touchback. But when they opted to kick into the wind, we knew we wanted to hit that runner going, and a great execution all the way around, and then the defensive turnover to have Darius Philon get in the end zone. I was a little scared he might break into a little Alabama shuffle over there, but he is an entertaining player, and he was really into it.
It's not big as that when you get points from special teams.
Well, I think, in the first quarter, if I'm not mistaken, we scored in all three phases: offense, defense, special teams. Anytime you can say that, that says a lot, And again, it's all of the parts in our program have equal time. We meet equally as an offense, defense, and special teams. It's a great teaching point for our guys. I know they kind of flashed back into it, but I really felt that end of the drive in the second quarter, to me, 2 weeks in a row, almost by what we did to end the half, really put the game out of reach in the second half against our last two opponents.
Right, you got 1 loss and 3 blowouts. How much have you improved since the first game?
I think we've improved every day. I know you guys get mad at me, you think it's coach speak, but all I care about is getting better. I just hit our guys up about, a great opportunity tomorrow to get a jump on A&M, and what they do with Monday is going to greatly affect Tuesday. It's the only way I know how to work through a season, but I'm excited. I think the guys are confident. By no means have they arrived in any way, shape, or form, but I think they have a certain mentality and an attitude that has not been here, since I've been here, and it's getting better and better every day, and just a lot of fun to be around them, man. I used to dread Thursday academic meeting. It's like one of the greatest parts of our academic or of our week. Just hear certain kids that have made such gains academically, and then you see them have success on the football field. It's like awesome.
How would you rate decision making for your quarterback?
Unbelievable today. That's a great question. There were several throws that BA made today that were like his second or third not just third, sometimes a fourth. We tried to hit a shot play there. He checked it down over to the flat to Kendrick Edwards. I mean, that's incredible patience. He had great protection all day, which I think was critical. But his demeanor, his execution, was really awesome. I thought Austin Allen came in there and did a great job in the second half as well. But I don't know how many different guys caught routes today, but I think BA feels comfortable throwing to a multiple set of our receivers, and that's only going to bode well for the future. Yeah, I think we made a huge point of emphasis that, last week we were playing a team that wanted to throw the ball first and then, secondary kind of run. But this week, this crew definitely wanted to run it first and throw it second. So we knew we had to stop the run, did some adjustments up front that I thought really paid off. I thought our game plan defensively was off the charts, really took it to them in that first quarter with a couple of nice adjustments that Rob and the staff made. I kind of gave some kudos to our defensive coaches. We go through 3 keys to victory every Friday night, every phase of the kicking game, offensively and defense in front of the whole team. And before I let Rob talk to the whole team, I said to the defense, a week ago at Texas Tech, I saw a group of players and coaches on the sidelines talk and communicate in Hauganese or verbiage as good as I've ever been around about how they were aligning and the calls that they needed to make and the plays you were going to get. And today that even took another step forward. So very excited. Again, just keep pushing forward. Let my role as the humbler has got to be increased this week because they're going to, you guys and everybody and all the girls moms and dads will tell them how good they are, but we got to focus on the task at hand. That was awesome. Yeah, Keon, he has grown so much, and a great example. Here's a kid. Everybody thinks we're just trying to push the guys that we recruited since Keon was here. He's bought in. Kid had again another kid that this summer had a 4.0 summer semester, and just that confidence, the way he carried into fall camp. And if there's anybody in the world that could have got frustrated with these wins, he was always blocking and he wasn't getting a lot of. He made a nice catch last week, but today I think great confidence by BA to come to him a couple different times, and he is. I think we're just scratching the surface of what Keon Hatcher can be. Yeah.
Last week, they still seem to kind of wear them down in the second half.
Yeah, I think we definitely continue to impose our mentality on players and on our opponent. Got a little frustrated. I thought we had some false starts there in the first half. Guys just eager. Denver got called for one. He was the main puller. He was excited to get over there and hit somebody, I guess. But I can't say enough about Sam and Jim Chaney. The plan offensively and the way they go through it was pretty good.
You said Corliss would have to.
Yeah. What happened? Through the first 3 games, Frank always flips the ball sideways when he snaps it, and we've done it for 3 weeks and not had any issues, and today it became an issue, so it'll be something I'll get straight with the league office, and obviously we want to abide by the rules. I'm not complaining. I'm just explaining. Don't need to take any hit. My wife will get mad if I get fined. So no issues, but that's what was told to me.
Coach, you said Corliss would have to earn.
Yeah. You know what? He's been awesome this week. He really had a great week of preparation. Was really locked in during the game week, but also had a good week off the field as well. With all the things we expect academically, and then it was neat to see him get in there at the end. I wasn't trying to put another one on him or anything like that. We just ran a lead draw, which is no secret in our program. We ran that thing 20 times last week, and he's exceptionally fast. He is quick as a hiccup, man. He is fast. Rowe, I think he just ran into a big player. 35 for them, I believe. He was laying face down. I came out there, and he rolled over, and Rowe gave me one of those one eyes open. I go, that's a big boy. He goes, yeah, he is, Coach. But I think just a little stinger there to get himself out of it. Yeah, they said there wasn't anything structurally or anything numbed out of it.
Obviously, the kickoff sticks out, but I thought special teams played pretty exciting.
Yeah, you know what? Sam hadn't hit many punts. I thought he hit some nice ones today. Adam McFain was the new kicker that you guys saw for the first time. Here's a great story of a young man that really came out of nowhere, really an unrecruited walk-on that all of a sudden last spring we're like, man, this kid can hit it pretty good. This kid can stroke it. And we've been struggling a little bit with the consistency of our kickoffs. And I gave him an opportunity to win the job on Wednesday. He hit the ball very well, and today was off the charts. He was smoking that ball. A couple touchbacks, but also great hang time. So we might be one of the few teams in college football that got 3 guys kicking the ball. We got a punter in Sam. We got a PAT field goal kicker in John Henson, and obviously McFain. McFain might be a guy, too, that I go to the longer field goals. I'll wait and see where that's at. Obviously, we missed a 42-yarder there with John, but he's hit the ball extremely well on PATs and field goals. So I'm excited about that group. KOR, kickoff coverage, there's some big hits happening out there. So, again, I just keep telling our guys, when your number's called in any way, shape, or form, you got to ready to step up. And there's some really good players. I thought we've been running Allstate, which is a version of obviously it's an insurance company, but it's a punt safe look for us. And they had gone a little bit different, so I get to run this team, so I get to have a little fun. This week we ran Geico, and it was a little look up front where we knew they'd take some chances in the kicking game, and Andre I think made a great stop there on that call.
Are you happy with the running game? Last week we ran for 438.
Well, I think so. I thought we ran the ball. I didn't see the numbers efficiency-wise, but I thought we ran the ball pretty well. And on first down runs, I think we had some success. We had a couple plays break out of the intended hole, which a lot of times that comes with a great read from the running back. But we knew that they weren't going to, they were going to do some things defensively that they weren't going to allow us to run those same plays from a week ago. I thought Jim really had a nice plan, and Sam and Joel Thomas again continues to just be really impressive with the rotation and the workout of the running backs.
Time for a couple more, guys. It's been 3 years since Arkansas played in Dallas. Will you take the team in there to get a sense of that?
Absolutely. I'm a big 1-0 guy, take it what it is. But Mark Torresani, myself, and Jeff and his staff, They actually went to the facility last spring to kind of get a dry run of it, and obviously I've never been there. Jeff and I went to a Cowboys game at the end of the year last year, so I've been a spectator. I was kind of psyched I was up in Jerry's suite, but I wasn't working that day. I'm thinking it'll be a lot different this trip. But I think the thing that's awesome is our kids. You know, Texas is a huge recruiting state for us, and so it's going to be a huge thing. So I usually don't take kids to the stadium on Friday, but we will go on Friday. We'll have a chance to kind of get through all that wow factor and let them take pictures. A&M actually plays 2 weeks in a row there, so they got a little advantage this week with a chance to be there now. But I'm extremely excited for our fans and our players to get this chance. Yes.
Your third down conversion.
10 and 14.
10 and 14.
I heard that.
Everything. I mean, you would take that.
I would. I'd take 14 and 14 though. I thought Brandon again was key in those things. I thought the plan was there, and Jim did a nice job of changing it up. I thought Cody Hauser, didn't he have 2 of those catches, or maybe 3? He's just a very, very efficient player. He made some reads in his routes. I think him and BA got something going there that really, really nice. Nope. You guys might have been. I was very confident in our throwing game. It had been really, really well. It's been a point of emphasis from last spring. Again, I think our throwing game has made an improvement for 3 basic reasons. First, our Q is better. Brandon Allen is a stronger, more efficient, more accurate passer than he was a year ago, without a doubt, and it's because of health and development in the weight room. Second thing is, I think the understanding of our wide receivers, our tight ends, our fullbacks and running backs, and where their routes are and where they're supposed to be is so much more advanced than it was a year ago. And the third thing, without a doubt, is just the belief in what we're doing. I think that, people in general, if you don't have much faith in what you're doing, you're not going to have success. And I'm not saying we didn't a year ago. I just don't know if there was that unyielding belief of being able to have success. These guys were anxious to throw it around this week, and I thought they did a really nice job of executing when the time was called, like those third down calls. Thank you very much. Woo Pig.
Penetrating and flushing them out, and I got a chance to get it. So
you took their rushing numbers and probably reduced them by 2/3.
Yeah.
They came in to over 300 and stopped them pretty good.
Yeah, that's one of the things we pride on, stopping the run. Our defense is, that's what it's designed to do. So we take pride in that. So we came in with that mindset of, stopping them and making them one-dimensional.
Very physical league, big players in every school, and we're excited to come out there and compete against more guys in our
I'm sorry, just got in here. Can you talk about the fumble play?
Yeah, we ran a game, and I was wrapping around foul line, and he got good penetration, and he flushed him out, and I just came back around and saw the ball, so I got the big play, and then I saw 9-1 running after. I just knew he was gonna pick it up. So
this was probably, at least against this level of team, probably one of the best games the defensive front's had in quite some time. You feel that way?
Oh yeah. We knew what we was gonna get. We knew what type of style of running they was gonna get. So we just took it upon ourselves up front to say, not in our gap. They're not gonna get, they're not gonna get the yards that they want. We just took pride in it.
I mean, could you believe though at the when the offense finally put a touchdown up, it was 21-0 in the first quarter? Is that?
Oh yeah, that's just everybody holding the rope. We got a good special teams play out of Marshall, and we got a good defensive play, and we put points on the board. And then offense, it was offense turn. So all areas of the football we executed well today.
You started thinking about Texas A&M.
Oh yeah. We know we got a good opponent coming in that going down in Dallas. So we looking forward to it.
Trey, can you talk about the fumble? Well coached, very talented. I think we had a lot of fun going out there competing against them. We did well, and we're excited to kind of build on that momentum, like you said, going to A&M.
Where do you think the biggest growth has
but to see how it is. But I know we just got to go out here and have a great preparation week and ready for a great game.
Coach said he's going to take you guys in there on Friday. As a player, do you like that, going in somewhere like that to see it Friday, get all that out of the way before Saturday?
Oh, yes, sir. Yeah, I think it'd be pretty big going there on Saturday and see the stadium for the first time, and you'll be all wild, and then you got your mind on the stadium, not the game, so I think that's huge.
Against every opponent, do you have a yards per carry goal that you're trying to hold them to or below?
Oh, yes, sir. We always try to keep them to the 3 yards per carry. That's pretty huge. Being in the SEC, we play a lot of teams that like to run the ball, so our main focal points stop the run.
Do you know anything about Kenny Hill yet? Have you seen him play?
I'm not too sure. I haven't really been paying attention to Texas A&M. I've just been taking one game at a time and waiting and preparing for them. So we watch film this weekend and see how it is.
Can you talk about your transition last year to this year? I mean, there was some promise last year, but you were lost a few times too. Talk about the difference.
The main thing I've been trying to do is prepare myself mentally, and I think the coaches and my teammates did a great job preparing myself, helping me prepare myself mentally, because I know it's one of my weaknesses last year. So instead of focusing so much on being a physical player, I went out there and tried to make sure I had the mental part of the game down. So
that position was a weak spot last year. How much did you and Brooks kind of turn that around? How does that feel?
It feels great. I mean, every week we try to go out there and just get better and better. And I see it's been a great transition. I would like to say a great transition from last year. The defensive line, they help us out tremendously. They go out there and they have no choice but to block the D-line with them being so great. So with them men out there, just help us go out there and make plays.
Did things really slow down? They talk about the game slowing down with experience. Has it slowed down for you?
You can say that it has. Just going out there, once you've been out there on the field, the first couple of plays, just know it kind of antsy, things moving kind of fast. But once you just settle down into the game, I think things start to calm down.
You feel a lot more comfortable out there?
Yes, sir. I know I have a couple of times when I go out there in the first beginning of plays where I get all amped up, first beginning of the game. But I learned to settle down into the game and just learn to just play football. So.
Well, you put some hits out there that the whole crowd kind of oohed and awed. I mean, that's part of your game, I guess, too, right?
Yes, sir. The main thing I'm trying to go out there and make sure I have the full package. And I just go out there and try to do the best I can and just give it everything I have every play. But main thing is just the defense, man. They go out there and execute every day, so they push me to be better, and I push them to be better.
Well, I was thinking about last week. Last year you had an interception in your hands at Rutgers. I know you probably think about that. You didn't bring it in. And, last week you get a big chance to make a play, and you do. Is that just all the part of the growing and like Wes was asking, game slowing down for you and everything's kind of more easier this year?
Yes, sir. I don't think it's a day to go by where I don't think about the Rutgers play from last year. And I just take that approach to everything I do. I got to go out there and just learn how to finish plays and finish the game. And then last year I took my eyes off the football, and the reason why I missed the interception at Rutgers. And that's been my main focal point, just continue to remain focused.
Now, Coach said that you might have hit Brooks, maybe knocked him out. You didn't say that for the other guy.
I really didn't realize. I seen Brooks getting ready to tackle the quarterback, and I just wanted him to get the quarterback down. And I didn't realize I just didn't hit Brooks until he told me. I was like, oh, my bad, man. I really had no idea. I had no idea.
Thank you. How'd you feel like your defense played tonight?